And welcome to the WrestleCade 9 press conference. We're live from Toronto, Canada, and we got one of the greatest cards of all time. Now, before I get started, big shout out to the host, 2TM, 2 Twisted Merc, the host of WrestleCade 9. Now, I'm telling you right now, he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. And what a big star hosting WrestleCade 9. With that being said, we're going to crown Mr. WrestleCade when it's all said and done. Here are the competitors, Mr. WrestleCade, the Burnout, Cliff Burnett, and Blackheart, Townsend, Surefire, Thomas Starr, Corvo, John Baker, Ricky Delaney, all competing in one invitational. Mr. WrestleCade. Let's start off with Blackheart. Blackheart, are you ready for this rumble of a match?
Why wouldn't I be ready? It's WrestleCade. You have to be at your absolute peak, the pinnacle of performance when it comes to WrestleCade because it is the fucking show of shows. And plus, there's a little bit add-on there to it. You get the title of being Mr. WrestleCade, and you get a future shot at the TV championship, which is something that means the whole damn fucking world to me. I don't care who I have to go through to win this damn thing, but I am going to leave them stacked on top of each other. It doesn't matter who. I will give a fucking rat's ass who it is. Because, like I said, it's fucking WrestleCade.
No doubt about it. I wonder if that's our catchphrase. It's fucking WrestleCade. Well, guess what? I think you're in a lot of trouble there, Blackheart, because you decided to attack Thomas Starr. Thomas Starr is right here to confront you about that attack right here, right now.
Oh, I can't lie, I'm fucking fuming. I thought tonight would be a good night off to go and sit in catering and do what the Burnout usually do. Is stick my feet up and have a nice little steak and the way it works.
You mean no, Tom? You mean yell at all the service workers in the back because I'm gonna pop a blood vessel because I didn't get my steak well done enough.
I know. Imagine getting served a medium. Imagine getting served a medium rare steak and then bursting a blood vessel at the server for that. You know what? That's beyond the point. The point is, Blackheart, you better pray to God. You better pray to whatever being that is around that you do not come anywhere near me. Because you lit a fire tonight that you're gonna fucking regret. And I don't care if it's fucking WrestleCade or not. On Saturday. And not only am I going to rip your fucking head off after what I said to you last week, which was you tried to shoot fight me again, and I'll rip your fucking head off. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip your fucking head off if you've come anywhere fucking near me. And also, I'm going to take your fucking other eye as well. So you better stay the fuck out of my way.
Damn, I wasn't even going to go that far. But nonetheless,
totally.
Nonetheless, it's time for you to interview me. Let's get to what the
Bravo fucking vo. That's the bravado. That's the anger and passion I want to hear out of you, Thomas. That's what I've been waiting for someone like you. That's what I've wanted this whole time. Instead of throwing yourself along a line and talking the same shit over and over again.
Tom,
I'll see you there.
Tom, do you hear something?
I'm going
to
make you fucking tap like I did last week. And you're going to do the same thing that you happened last week. Oh, please.
Oh, Blackheart, you're so delusional, it's unreal. You're so delusional, it's unreal. I made you tap out first. I then put your piece of shit tag partner through a fucking table in 5 minutes. You're so delusional. It's unreal.
And then your partner who has an ego the size of Texas eliminated himself.
Hey, I mean, I gotta end it. I had to, ease up a little. I don't work by the hour. I work by the minute. And quite frankly, minutes are hard to come by. And quite frankly, COH can't cash on that paycheck now, can they? Swift does have all those legal bills that he has to, take care of. You know where he takes it all out of. He takes it out of all of our paychecks, and quite frankly, he can't afford to have me around for too long in that ring. So quite frankly, it's a good thing I left because Tom was able to take care of it no problem. But last week is last week, this week is this week, and Saturday is this week, and Saturday is WrestleCade. And let's be real, you can't have WrestleCade without me, because quite frankly, there is no WrestleCade without Alex Surefire. There never has been a WrestleCade without me. No, isn't that right, Mr. Lyons? Tell the people that I am correct.
That's right, but we're building a brand new foundation, and there's many men in this matchup that want to be the next Mr. WrestleCade, and one of them being Townsend, the Meat.
The Meat. Who? Townsend, the meaty guy.
Don't play that game, Jeff. More people know my name than yours. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Get over
I
yourself.
beg to differ.
I beg to differ even more. What the fuck? If you weren't in COH, ask someone who is Alex Surefire, and I guarantee they won't be able to answer. Guarantee. Outside of these walls, Surefire, you ain't shit. So don't play this town who?
Because there's no other place to go. This is the best place to be.
I mean,
why would I want to go anywhere else?
I mean, nowhere else would fucking have you, mate. Anyway, we're talking about the Meat, we're talking about Townsend, we're talking about Mr. WrestleCade, and I think there's nothing else I can really say to promote this match more than I already have. The DOW, we're running wild. Richie and I, we didn't do too well tonight. But we take the L's and we keep on learning, right? We take what's given. Jarek Lawson, hell of a competitor, beat me 3 times in a row now, and I haven't been able to rectify that, which burns to my soul. But what am I going to do here? Sit and cry? I've got WrestleCade on Saturday. I can't really wait. So we're going to open up and do whatever we need to do on this show. We're going to become Mr. WrestleCade. Well, I say we. I'm going to become Mr. WrestleCade, and I will use that title to do what I damn want. The DOW is going to run wild. We'll talk about Richie, and I'm sure you're going to talk about Games of the Galaxy in a bit. He's definitely going to win, and he is the undisputed future of this company. Because that's what I do. I get future stars, okay? And, come WrestleCade, I'm going to become the future star. I'm going to be Mr. WrestleCade. I'm going to take that title that Surefire has been calling himself for the past 2 years, despite doing fuck all, and I'm going to use that title and do something about it. And then, there's nothing much I can say. I've been talking about this matchup for the past, 2 weeks? Swift played on my emotions. He's a fucking idiot. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for DOW. I want to say one thing, though, to one guy who's here. John Baker, I want you to come on here right now.
Excuse me, what?
I want you to come in. I want you to listen close, right? Are you listening?
Yes, I am. What do you want?
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass at WrestleCade. I'm gonna kick your ass. You understand that? I'm gonna kick your ass.
You're gonna try, and you're gonna fail.
We'll have to see on Saturday, but you're my prime target.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
And why is that? Is it because I'm now the smallest guy in the company that you think you could just throw me around? Is that it?
No, when I kick your ass, you can go to Richie Rose and tell him all about it.
I guess we'll just have to see. You may be big and strong, but that's gonna be your weak. That's gonna be your weakness. I'm gonna exploit the shit out of that.
Well, now that you're here, John Baker, what is your odds of winning this Mr. WrestleCade invitation?
It's definitely tough to call. It is quite stacked, I will admit that. Probably the most stacked match I've ever been a part of. Literally ever. All I know is, if there's any time for me to go completely in 110%, it's now. Because some of these guys I've seen, some of these guys are some of my closest friends are associated with, including Townsend. And I know he's coming right after me. I'm just ready to use his own weakness against him.
Would you say that his weakness is his size?
Absolutely.
Coming from you, Lines? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I was just asking him because I didn't know what he meant.
Listen, I'm a genetic gifted talent, okay? I'm big, I'm fast, right? You can ask anyone, okay? And the only weakness I think I could have is the fact that, some of these smaller guys they dodge and weave me a bit more, right? They dodge and weave. And I ain't for that. There is no running away when it comes to WrestleCade because listen, the lights are at their brightest. And if John Baker here wants to run away from the meaty Townsend, then he can. Okay? There's nothing else about it. If you are in this bright lighted stadium, you're caught running away, that's the rest of your fucking career gone, mate.
If you think I'm gonna run away, you're fucking nuts.
I mean, you guys are gonna be trapped inside the ring, so there's really nowhere to run. And you getting away.
It's fine. It'll take him 5 minutes to get in anyway.
Well, there's one man left. Let's talk about the man who's probably the top tier performer out of this field right now. Corvo has been winning week after week. Corvo, what is the odds of you knocking out the competition in Mr. WrestleCade?
With how I've been doing lately, it actually looks really good. And I will actually feel sorry if I was anyone else in that ring with me.
Case in point, anybody willing to argue with that?
Considering I beat him a couple of weeks ago, I don't think I need to give that any clarity.
Well, Corvo is a guy who doesn't have to talk as much. He backs it up inside the ring. So I think Vegas odds are kind of gunning for Corvo to win it all. What do you guys think about that? You guys feel insulted by Vegas odds?
Those Vegas odds are paid off by Eddie Reed.
That's actually a big possibility. Very big possibility, big man. You might be on something.
I looked at Sky Betting. I'm the odds-on favorite.
Well, I could see why. I mean, also Thomas Starr is up there too. So could see why. Sky Betting, huh?
Who's told you that you're the odds-on favourite? You're about as delusional as Blackheart. What?
I mean,
I'm odds-on favorite because I'm the biggest.
Oh, stop chatting, Bubbles.
Like you guys, I don't even know what's going to happen this Saturday at WrestleCade. I don't even know how this Mr. WrestleCade match is even going to operate. Okay? All I know is I'm going to win it.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
he is the biggest man, and it's going to take a lot more than just one person to eliminate. Guarantee you that. It's going to be a tough job for anybody trying to eliminate the meat. But we'll see what happens at WrestleCade. Anyway, let's move on to our next match, and a big one at that. Of course, there's other guys that will be in that Mr. WrestleCade Invitational. Some of them are not here, but we covered the field that are in attendance tonight. But our next match, one is definitely a very important match for the career of Psycho G, because if he loses, he has to join Money Mafia. He's taking on Mr. Eddie Reed, the Mafia boss himself. Psycho G, what's going through your mind right now entering this matchup?
Why is it happening? All I know is I was left unconscious in the parking lot, and I wake up fucking an hour later to find out, oh, hey, your GM agreed to basically fuck over your career and book you in a match with someone who's over 100 pounds more than you. That fucking upsets me. Why? Fucking why? 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 I don't get it. There's no fucking point in this. Like, I said no, and yet here you are being an asshole. I get it. You're not used to the N-O word. I understand that. But let me say it again. No. If I have to fucking kick your head in at WrestleCade for you to understand that, so fucking be it.
Well, Mr. Reed, care to respond to Psycho G? He seems furious going into this matchup. Mr. Reed, are you there?
See?
There we go.
Sorry about that. I was talking. taking care of some business.
He's
money.
probably hyping up Corvo, knowing he's
know.
probably gonna fucking lose. It's probably what's gonna happen.
No. This match is going to be between
No?
me and you. It's going to be between
Really?
me and
Like
you.
that's the problem. I have no reason to believe that. You sent
Look.
Corvo to knock me out last week, so why the
That was
fuck
just
should
a
I believe you
message.
now?
Because that was just a message.
A message.
That's all it was.
A message.
See, you said no, and nobody say no's to me. Nobody. That's why this match has happened. And I already talked to Corvo. He will not interfere in this match. This is between me and you. And I'm going to show
What confirmation do I have for that? What, like, how am I supposed to believe you? What, like,
Look.
what do I get? I get nothing out of this.
You know what?
Other than, oh, hey, if you lose, you're going to join Money Mafia with a
You know what?
wannabe boxer and a wannabe rich man. What the fuck do I get out of this?
Check this out.
I get
Check
nothing.
this out. Let me say, if the referee catch Corvo coming in and do anything to mess with the match, you win, G. The match is over. You win. But I'm going to teach you a lesson. You will be part of Money Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody say no's to me. And I'm going to show you. And I want you to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not personal. It's just business. All right?
You see, you wouldn't have booked this match if it wasn't personal. You wouldn't have sent Corvo to knock me out. You wouldn't have left me lying in the middle of the fucking parking lot if it wasn't fucking personal. You have this deep-seated issue with people not giving you what the fuck you want.
And see,
So, no.
all I'm
it's
doing is
clearly
teaching
personal.
you business. Everything was done.
Business.
was
Business. Business is let's sit down in an office and let's talk about do math and equations. Let's learn how to make actual fucking money. Let's actually do something meaningful.
that's what I tried to
No,
do.
what you're doing
And
is
you
being a
didn't
fucking
do it.
coward.
See,
You're
I
trying
tried
to fuck
talk
me
to you.
over. That's what you're trying to do right
No.
now.
I'm just teaching you a
Really?
lesson. I'm
What
just
lesson?
teaching you
A lesson in pain? A lesson in pain. Because that's clearly what you're trying to fucking
Look,
do.
I'm teaching you the right way. I'm teaching you to show you the right path to take. Now, if I have to show you and hurt you so you can learn that lesson, then so be it. Like I said, it's just business, not personal. I'm going to teach you pain. And then you will learn and follow the way. That's all. That's all it is. Now, when we go step in this ring, and when I decimate you, I need you to fall in line. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Decimate. I'm
Look,
taking
you know-
light tubes. I've had Blackheart powerbomb me off a fucking stage, and I still am here. This lesson of pain, this business lesson you're trying to teach me, has never really gone through ever before. It's not going to go through at WrestleCade. So what's the whole point of this, Eddie? Is it because
We'll
I said
see.
no? Is it because you're
right.
not getting your way?
I'm
Or are you
getting
going to
my
still
way.
say, oh, it's all business? When
I'm
you
getting
sitting
my
there
way.
with the meanest mug. You're mean mugging me right now, dude. Like, what?
I'm getting my way.
You know what?
Trust and
You're
believe
going to get
that.
your way.
Trust and believe that. And then when I
Oh.
do,
I'm going to break your
I didn't-
fucking face.
we will see about that on a real.
Well, business is picking up for real in this press conference. That was heated. Wow. And remember, if Psycho G does lose, he has to join Money Mafia. That'd be interesting. I don't know what the hell would happen if Psycho G was to lose, but I can guarantee you it's going to be one for the ages. One hell of a matchup, a lot at stake. And here's another match with a lot at stake. Tomorrow night is Overdrive, but tonight we got to talk about the match here tonight. We got the challenger, former champion, Richie Rose, here in Canada. Rose, what's going through your head for this wrestling submission specialty of a matchup? It's the ultimate submission match coming up Saturday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, but before I get to that in its entirety, I'd have a little more things to say. So, let's get on to business first. So, I have to acknowledge Huey for what he's done for me. And he may not realize it, but he has. I'm going to paraphrase him. You're a sorry, sad, sorry for yourself, mother effer, blah, 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 right? So, he taught me something. He taught me in the art of not caring. So, let me also paraphrase something. He would be glad to kick my butt in front of my friends, family, and countrymen. That's funny that you say that, Huey, because I don't got family in Canada. I don't got friends in Canada, because when I went to them for what I do here, they denied me. They didn't really care for it. They really didn't. So, I mean, let's also take back what the whole Canadian thing has got to me, right? What Canada got me on my return to this company was me being put in a faction with two Canadians. One being Jordan Brooks, one I won't mention. The difference between them is Jordan Brooks I respect. He's the homie. And the other guy I can't mention, I could give less of a care about. Because he told me I could blow up smoke. So, a lot of the label of being Canadian hasn't really gotten me far. Sure, it got me something. I was the first Canadian singles champion. First Canadian faction. Yeah, cool. But that doesn't help me. If anything, that hindered me. And I didn't like that at all, and I have to face a lot of the backlash in my own country. So, Canada is where I was born, but it sure as hell ain't where I'm from. I've come from the MO Dojo. I have put myself on the map through them. And look, friends and family could care less. And the countrymen, apart from Jordan Brooks, I could care less. And the thing is, I would love to support Jordan Brooks in his endeavors, but he has to face my boy Carter of Cutthroat Inc. So I'm indifferent on that category. And I hate to pick sides there. And so I won't. But let's bring it back farther to really dig in here. I have been in this company for close to 5 years. From 2018 up until now. And I've made a name for myself in those years because before, I was just a guy. I was just a guy in white and gold, kind of passable, you know. But now I'm here. Not only as the pro wrestling scientist, not only as the big man beater, not only as one of the greatest technical wrestlers to grace this mat, but the greatest wrestler on the planet. And let me show you why. I have plenty of titles under my belts, the open weight and the tag team, and I've held the championship that Huey Blunt has held for a couple weeks for 134 days. Let's also name some other stuff. I've had some wins over big names over the time. I've had a win over Tone White. I've had a win over Daniel Lyons. I've had a win over Christian Crude. Hell, I mean, it's fair game. I beat Townsend out of his security job. So I think I'm very well accoladed in order to prove my statement here. But let's get down to back on topic, right? Huey Blunt. The man that'll get you high and make you humble. I faced him before. And this whole history thing I was on proves so. The man took away the title that I had first had. So this means a lot more to me than he would care for. And if there's one thing I really do care about, it's being in this ring. It's about being in the fundamentals here. It's being in this ring, whether Rise, Overdrive, Honor Bound, COH. It's all in here that I care about. And there's definitely more that I care about in this ring than I do in my hometown. And now, let's get on to the topic that you were talking about, Lions. the Wrestling Classic. A 15-man ultimate submission match. A 15-minute submission match. It could be 15-man. Who knows? But here's this. Huey may be a master of submissions, but bro, I nearly aced the Cruiserweight tournament with a broken shoulder. So Josh, you keep your Cruiserweight tournament and your shitty memes on Discord out of my face with that. So, but the real question at the end of all this would be, what happens if I lose? What happens if I do not succeed at WrestleCade 9 in my country? Well, the answer's simple. I'll move on. My record proves that I can move on from the North American Championship. It shows I could do better. I could definitely do better in this company, and I have. For sure. So I can move on from this championship. I could go for the world. I could defend the tag titles with Cutthroat Inc. I could go anywhere with this. So that doesn't matter to me. So whether win or lose, I will move on from this. And you all better remember this catchphrase. Especially you, Huey Blunts. You never can be better than me, and you never will be better than me. See you Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rematch from the Rumble or match, the Wrestling Classic. It's time for Huey Blunts to take on Rose. It's Saturday night, and tomorrow night is Overdrive. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe we'll spell out there, who knows. But one hell of a matchup that I'm looking forward to is this North American Championship match. Good luck to both Huey Blunts and Rose. And it's going to be one for the ages. But the next match that I'm going to talk about, it's a little bit personal to me. So let's go ahead and break this interviewer stick and let's get down to the brass tacks. I'm talking about the Tag Team Championships. I'm talking about me and Devlin O'Brien taking on the Warbeards for the ultimate prize. Now, before I send it off to Devlin O'Brien, because we are the challengers, so therefore we go first. I honestly have thrown and hand out week after week looking for the respect from Bill Dern as a competitor. Now, my guess is good as yours. I think the reason why Bill Dern is here is not because he doesn't want to refuse to give me respect. He doesn't think Devlin O'Brien deserves a shot. That's fine. You know, Devlin O'Brien's not going to lose sleep over that fact. He doesn't care what people think about him. He never did. He never will. But, you know, with Bill Dern's silence, I'll take that as a handshake for now. But come WrestleCade 9, when it's set, when the stage is set, when the lights are on, I can't wait to face the Warbeards. Because if there's one thing that's for certain, Warbeards have joined the likes of me and Tone White as the guys that made WrestleCade what it is today. When you think about WrestleCade, you think about Tone White, Daniel Lyons, and now you think about the Warbeards. And you want to know why you think about the Warbeards? Is because they usually are the tag team champions going in and most likely coming out of WrestleCade as tag team champions. Now, it's an honor. I always thought that one day me and Devlin O'Brien would go toe-to-toe on the grandest stage of them all because we practically wrestled in every other big stage there is. But for the first time ever, me and Devlin O'Brien will tag at WrestleCade 9. And this means a whole lot more than facing him, I can guarantee you that. Because one thing is for certain, I want to face the Warbeards because Warbeards are WrestleCade just as much as I am, just as much as Devlin O'Brien is. This, by far, could be the greatest tag match of all time. Whether you know it by now or you know it 5 years from now, you're going to remember this back and say that was one hell of a great tag team match. You know why it's going to be a great match? It's because the team that is actually facing the Warbeards care to make it as great as it possibly can be. Forget about the legacies of me and Devin O'Brien. We can go ahead and brag about world championships. We'll be here all night long. But if there's one thing is for certain, when Devin O'Brien's ever held those tag team titles, when I ever held those tag team championships, they were not important because it was not on the grandest stage of them all. If there's one thing I want, I've won the Rumble, I've won Bound for Honor, I've done it all here in this industry. I will not be satisfied until I beat the Warbeards for the tag team championships at WrestleCade 9. Tonight, beating Bill Dern, I'm not going to brag about it. It could have went either other way. Bill Dern beat the holy living hell out of me. I beat the holy living hell out of him. We are the best in the Carolinas. But sometimes it's not about me and it's not about Bill Dern. If there's one thing for certain, we need an end of an era, an end to this feud. We need Devin O'Brien versus Oliver Windsor. And Devin O'Brien, I'm going to hand the microphone over to you because this is the first time in a long time where you and Windsor are in the same building. So, here's the mic, man. Do what you do best. Talk some trash.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I think tonight we, like we said, when it comes near the time, we show that we are ready to prove that we want them titles. And we're going to get them. We're going to put up a fight just like you guys always put on a great fight. And for your little buddy, here, you trained him fucking well. He put up a fucking great fight tonight. But just like what happened, it didn't end the way it had to end. The old guy took advantage of the young guy. You didn't train him enough, or you didn't tell him all my dirty moves enough. But look, I'm looking forward to this, because I've went for them tag team titles God knows how many times, God knows how many fucking partners, and I'm sick of it. But this time, I have a partner who's on the same level as me. And come Saturday, we are going to take them tag titles away from you. And I am going to be tag champions with Daniel Lyons. I actually don't know what else to say. Like I said, we're going against the best tag team as I know, the Warbeards. I don't know how many times I fought you Warbeards as a tag team, or been in the same ring, or same competition, tag teams, all that sort of thing. But I've just never had the right partner to get the job done like you guys have, and so many other tag teams. But this time, I have Lions on my side. And I know Lions wants them tag titles just as much as I do.
Yeah, and I know you want to beat Windsor one last time. Because if I'm not mistaken, Devin O'Brien, last time you two went toe-to-toe, Windsor actually got redemption, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did. He got redemption.
It wasn't closure, because I think it still haunts him. It's Coming Home still haunts him to this day, where he let his country down against the greatest rival, an Irish son of a bitch like you. So, if I have to hear it from the horse's mouth, let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Windsor, welcome to the jungle.
Thank you. I'd like to just, first of all, because I wasn't expecting so much positivity from you two, even though it's slight digs in there from Devlin, but overall that was, I appreciate your comments. It's been possibly in this last year where both me and Bill have seen ourselves as being, the top guys around here, just because of the team that you even brought us together, Lions. It was your idea to stick us together, and we looked up to you, Lions, when we first joined, and now we're the people that people in the tag team division look up to, and that's been down to hard work and grinding out the bad times. Because if you look at this tag teams that have gone on to do good things, like Team Perk Angle started off with some bad times. They couldn't win, they couldn't do the big one, and then they went on to have the longest reign. it's like you two now have just joined as a team, and you've not had great success so far in the short time you've been together. But I know Bill's not give you his blessing as you're looking for. But I want to see you guys actually go on. No matter what happens at WrestleCade, I want you guys to stick around. I want you guys to actually forge a team. I want you guys to actually be together, because no matter what happens, whether we win or lose, I want to see long-term teams. I don't want this flash in a pan, quick success, and then the minute it's honeymoon's over after the quick wedding. It's just not how I like this. We like long-term teams. We like teams that have a legacy, teams that we have chemistry with. We faced everybody, every single good team out there. The Warbeards have come against them, and we're the only ones still standing after so long. And that's because, it's just all because we go through the bad times. When people go through bad times, they break up, but we've always stuck together. Now, going on to this match, you've talked about how much you want this, how, almost desperation that you guys both want these tag team titles. But it's like you guys have just raised your game tonight. When the tag team titles are on the line, we raise our game as well. Because just going back from my own memory, it's been since Honor Bound. It's probably the last time someone beat us for a tag team title in just a normal tag team match. So no one's been able to actually take these from us in a normal tag team match, and you guys could even be the first to do that. That's never happened before. It's usually been a triple threat, or there's some other obstacle or some other match, because tag team wrestling is our thing. So you've also got that to get past. It's not an easy task for you guys. I know you're ready. I've seen you tonight. I was impressed. Shout out to Brandon as well. He's a bit green. He'll know your dirty tricks next time, Devlin.
What? What do you say, Devlin? Was that a dig at you?
It's not. It's not a dig.
It's clearly you didn't train him fast enough. You fought me before. You know my dirty plays, and you didn't train him well enough.
It's not training enough. He's still young. He's still,
Green.
like as we say, green. He's not used to. He's not used to this yet. He needs
I bleed green. Devin O'Brien bleeds green, but Brandon K is green. He's green as goose shit. If that's what you train, if that's what you make, Windsor, you need to try harder. You need to take him to the ammo dojo with Bill Dern so he can actually learn some holds. Because out there tonight, Devin O'Brien could have finished him in 2 minutes. But guess what? I still own his trademark. I said, let's make a match out of it. Let's do this for Windsor. Let's make Winsy happy. Well, listen here, Windy. All right? You mentioned something that I forgot to say. Yeah, you and Bill Dern, yeah. I was there for the creation of the Warbeards. I will not take credit for that. I think you and Bill deserves the respect on that accord for sticking together for so long. But one thing is for certain, you guys have never been beaten in a normal tag match. Well, look no further than your kryptonite. Look no further than Daniel Lyons. Look no further than Devlin O'Brien. Your kryptonite. No one else is Windsor. Devlin O'Brien is your kryptonite. I am Bill Dern's kryptonite. Us joining forces, we might not beat any team in COH. But we can beat the Warbeards, and that's a proven fact, all right? And at WrestleCade 9, yeah, we've given you the respect. We didn't get it in return. That's just fine. But respect is out the window when you enter the jungle. No one will survive. Welcome to the jungle, Windsor. You're dead.
That catchphrase used to strike fear in people. It doesn't do that anymore. I've heard it time and time again, and at one point, it used to get me impressed, and I used to thrive off that thing, but it doesn't do that for me anymore. You're actually clinging on at the minute, Lions. You've been like, I can't remember the last time you've had some consistency. You've had to team up with Devlin just because you had to, basically. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I thought Midnight Vice was getting back together a couple of weeks ago, but that went off. I mean, I don't know if Breon probably thought your conditioning or something was, because that has been a worry for a lot of people a long, long time. So I don't know whether he just thought, maybe I can't go with this now. So you've had to turn to Devlin. I mean, who else was you going to turn to be honest? Do you think you get this? You think anyone else would team with you if you didn't hold Devlin hostage? That's basically what it is.
Hey, Windsor, you make a strong point. I'm not going to disagree with you. Devin O'Brien, I might not trust him, but he's a piece of shit. But I'm a piece of shit. And if anybody's going to kick his ass, I'm going to have his fucking back. I can guarantee you that. We've ran the roads before. We've been to war with other federations. Something that no company has ever done before. Something that no roster member has ever done before. We won wars with other companies together. Yeah, we're the best of rivals, but you're about to see the ultimate team crowned at WrestleCade. Ain't that right, Devlin?
Oh, sure you are, mate. We're gonna drink, we're gonna fight, and we're gonna get them tag team titles!
You guys confuse me quite a lot. I mean, 1 minute you hate each other, 1 minute you love each other. It's like the odd couple. I mean, actually, maybe Devlin is drunk. Maybe that's why he's so pally all of a sudden.
Windsor, have you never heard at all the love and hate relationship? That's what me and Lance have. A love and hate relationship. Sometimes we hate each other, sometimes we beat the shit out of each other, and sometimes we hug each other and be friends and go out for a drink. That's what you call a fucking mate at the end of the day. We might not trust each other all the time. We might backstab each other. But this Saturday, we are going to drink, we are going to fight, and we are going to get them tag team titles that we fucking deserve.
I could probably sit here and try and understand your relationship, but we'd probably have to have 2 more shows to actually get to the bottom of how the hell you guys
There'll be plenty of time when we win those tag team championships. There'll be plenty of time. There's a method to our madness. You'll find out, WrestleCade.
Listen, I look forward to any time I get to step on WrestleCade. You know, it's a great achievement for us. It crowns out just how much of a good year we've had last year, even though we had ups and we had downs. So I'm looking forward to it. And you know, as much as I criticise you, and both Bill and I have, we're looking forward to it because at the end of the day, you're both 2 top tier talents, and it'll be a great match. I have no doubt in that. But it won't be easy for you. I don't think it'll be an easy match for ourselves. But at the end of the day, it's WrestleCade, and we want to continue on this run. This is our goal is now to beat Team Perk Angle's record. That's what we're aiming for. So that is the main goal for us this year. And I don't think we're going to hit. I don't want to hit a roadblock straight away. So we've got our own goal set, and you're not going to actually take us off that. You know, you can have your dreams, you can want this, you can have all this, but we're set in stone now. We've got nothing else going. This is all we care about. We want to be the longest reigning tag team champions. We want to continue this legacy, and we want to face new teams. That's basically enough. There's so many exciting teams out there. We want them to come up against us, and we want to have these titles when they do.
There you have it. See you at WrestleCade. One thing I forgot to mention, with the name dropping of what I think about WrestleCade when I think about something, I also think about the streak. I think about Enigma Soul. 4-0 going into WrestleCade. Will he become 5-0 against Jake Carter? Well, here he is, the Soul Taker, Enigma Soul.
That's right. We're here. This is the big moment. The big chance in a lifetime. Biggest concert of all time, WrestleCade. Everybody always ready to sit there and grab that moment. And everybody's ready to always get that big chance of a lifetime. And me, I'm always here to sit there and give the biggest fight of my whole entire life. As for Jake Carter, on the other hand, this is going to be his first. This is going to be his first time stepping foot into an environment. This is the first time for him to step foot inside a ring. This is the first time he's faced somebody like myself, a rock star, a soul taker, a goddamn motherfucker like myself. This would be his first chance to make himself famous. One soul brings two souls. Two souls bring three souls. Then another soul brings four other souls to alert me. Then one soul brings two souls. Two souls bring four souls. Then four souls bring five souls. And then five souls bring more. All to just watch him choke up at WrestleCade. And man, this is gonna be your only chance in a lifetime. You got here this far, kid, so now you gotta sit there and face the big man. The man with a scythe in his hand ready to take another soul to add to another streak. 5-0 is the goal. And I'm always ready to sit there and rock out. To you, this is just another matchup. But for me, I'm planning on making a big tribute. Sometimes you gotta go through, you gotta shred the guitar with some of the biggest rock legends in the world today. You gotta give them their roses while they're still on this earth. But for you, Jake, you won't need no roses. You won't need a tribute. Because you're going 6 feet under at the WrestleCade. And I'm going to put your ass down. By hook or by crook, you will fall before me. You haven't never been on this stage like this. You've been doing death matches and all that, but you faced death himself. I'm unkillable, and I have always survived death. So, Jay Carter, so I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to face off against somebody like myself. Because this ain't no death match, son. You can call yourself the Messiah all you want, but I'm the man that survives death and never dies. So I'll see you at WrestleCade, kid. Hope your little guitar strings is strong enough to beat me. Because if not, I'm gonna rock your ass out like it's a hurricane.
Damn. Well, the Soul Taker looking to claim another at WrestleCade 9. Does Enigma Soul got 5 on it? Will it come 5-0 on the grandest stage of them all? Will Jake Carter be the 1-4-1? The Death Match Messiah looking to go toe-to-toe with Enigma Soul. But here comes our next matchup, and we saw the King later on tonight, business as usual, defeat Townsend. But tonight we got the #1 contender, Isaiah Mamba, looking to make history to become the youngest reigning TV champion. Isaiah Mamba, are you ready for the King, King Lawson? Or, I thought he was here. Well, regardless, we will break this down at the recap, the breakdown video that should be out tomorrow after the Hall of Fame. So check your subscription box. Make sure you hit that alert, and make sure you never miss a video. But let's go down and break down the next match. It is Games of the Galaxy. Of course, we're going to have one for the women, but here's the one for the men. It's going to be all or nothing, and there's a lot of controversy. Will Chris Aaron show face, or will this become a 7-man ladder match? First of all, let's get to the people who are actually here, willing to talk here tonight. let's get to Josh Wolf. Josh Wolf, are you ready for Games of the Galaxy?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm always ready. More ready than ever.
Well, Josh Wolf, this is a big opportunity, man. You climb that ladder, you grab pace, you get a shot at a world championship at your choosing when you choose. Any plans yet? Going in?
Plans? It would be kind of stupid to just tell plans right before the big match, right?
I mean, I've seen people call their shots before, and they've been successful, so I don't know.
This is my called shot. I don't have faith in any of these motherfuckers getting through me. Because let's face it, about half of them have tried and failed against me before. I can already put off two names. Breon Johnson, Jeremy Barmore. As much as I respect Jeremy, he's never beaten me once. And let's be frank, had Joe Blaine not put me through a table, I would have been honored Brown World Champion. But I didn't get my chance. So now that I finally have the opportunity, I'm going to take it by the horns and run.
No doubt about that. Josh Wolf is ready for Games of the Galaxy. Our next competitor from the Overdrive brand, the workhorse, Jeremy Balmore. Balmore, are you ready for Games of the Galaxy?
Man, I've always been ready, man. I'm born ready. Biggest night of the year, of course. I do want to make one thing perfectly clear. Josh. Josh. Man, let me tell you something. You can sit here all you want to and talk about all the times that, you have beat me. And I will admit, you have. At the same time, you weren't world champion either. And also, last time I checked, I only won a WrestleCade match before. My memory serves me right, and I have. An 8-man match. So, you can sit here all you want to and talk about, yeah, I've beaten this guy, I've beaten that guy. It doesn't matter. You're not looking to beat me at WrestleCade, you're looking to survive, man. That's what I've been doing for the better part of 4 years up here in this company. I've survived. And I've shown the world why I am one of the best wrestlers on this roster. And now, in front of the world, on the biggest stage that you can perform on, I got a date with destiny. Not the woman, I'm talking about the briefcase. The fact of the matter is this, I'm going to climb the ladder and hook the briefcase, gonna be Games of the Galaxy, and then eventually I'm going to be the World Heavyweight Champion once again. So there's going to be a whole lot of people that's going to say this, but I'm going to beat everybody to the punch. You see, it doesn't matter who is going to be World Heavyweight Champion at the end of WrestleCade. Whether it's Tone White, whether it's APH, whether it's Dave Henderson, or Hunter Quinn. The fact of the matter is this, man. Y'all gonna realize real quick, as soon as the bell rings, y'all's matches are over. You got targets drawn on your backs. The only question is, who's gonna be the one that's targeting you? Damn sure won't be Josh. Make sure of that. Even though I respect him as well, he won't say that I can't get through him. Man, this fool right here got no idea. The fact is, you gonna be dealing with me when it's all said and done. I will win Games of the Galaxy. I will be World Heavyweight Champion again.
Cap.
There you have it. Next entry, Preppy, after tonight's big win with BME, going into Games of the Galaxy. Are you excited?
To be honest, yeah, this is like one of the biggest match of my career, like a ladder match, which is one of my favorite match. And unfortunately, I do have some bad news because I got to share a ring with these clowns, to be honest. And I'm excited about the match, but for the rest of my opponents, they're just stepping stones to me. Like they're nothing to me. I'm just here to win a match, grab the briefcase, and become the next world champion. That's it.
Little insult. I like that, Preppy. Little insult to men in the field, calling them clowns. Wow. Well, let's get down to Richie Rich. Rich, diamond in the rough. Are you ready for games of the Galaxy?
You know, looking at the field of competitors that are right in front of me, most of them have been in high-profile matches. Hell, even some of them have even had their WrestleCade moments. Me, I'm a rookie. I've only had 5 or 6 matches in this company, and tonight was just an L. But I'm not going to wither and fall off. You see, these competitors that are in this ring, or those competitors that are going to be in that ring, excuse me, for the Games of the Galaxy match, they're not going to be going through a normal ladder match. No, 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 no. They're going to be going through what I would call, oh, right, war. You see, when you have one of the biggest prizes hanging above the ceiling, and the only way to get to that prize is to climb a ladder, it may seem easy by yourself, but no, when you have other people fighting for said prize at the same time, things get a little bit dangerous. And I don't know about you, but I'm all about it. You see, I've come from places where I had to fight, where I had to scratch and claw for things that I want. This is no different. You can knock me off that ladder 100 times and I'm still going to get the fuck back up. So I want everybody, not only in that match, but around the fucking industry to know something. Richie Rich, the Black Diamond, the diamond in the rough. Don't sleep on him, because guess what? When you do, he becomes the ultimate opportunist and he will prove you wrong every fucking time.
Wow. Could be the dark horse going in there. And Games of the Galaxy, the French man in the ring. Cade for Rich, but here's a man who knows all about WrestleCade. Brian Johnson, the next entry in Games of the Galaxy. Are you ready for Games of the Galaxy?
My actions over the past, 3 to 4 weeks have proven that I'm ready. Let's see. Fought Preppy. Awesome competitor. I've fought Thomas Starr. Another awesome competitor. Hell, I even fought Roddy Rich, or whatever his name is. I fought him. Yeah, I fought him. Um, it's evident. I haven't been here on purpose because it's one of those things. You can talk all the talk that you want, but at the end of the day, it's what you actually do with it. My actions as of late have shown that I am ready. So, you keep asking, oh, you're asking everybody, are they ready? And, I hear my name being brought up that, oh, they've beaten me. Newsflash, the only reason why you actually won was because as a favor, because that division was dying. That division was dying, and as a favor, I was asked to drop weight. And as soon as I was done, I picked up the weight right back up. So you're welcome.
So it's another excuse. It's another excuse, right?
It's not another excuse.
You keep coming up with these excuses every single time, Brian.
It's not an excuse if it's the truth.
A couple months ago, it was your cousin. We never talked about your cousin, right? Remember that?
Oh,
now,
he's still
saying
around.
You dropped weight.
Oh yeah, for the cruiserweight tournament, yes, I did. Ryan Swift came to me and said, "Hey, we need star power because nobody is pulling their weight. in the cruiserweight division, and we need one last hurrah for this. How about can you drop weight for that? Hell, even Daniel Lyons came to me and he was like, "Hey, they really need you. So can you do that for us? That'd be awesome." And what did I do out of the kindness of my heart? I dropped the weight and I went into the tournament. I was there for star power. Did I really care about that? No. You know why? Because my eyes were set on a bigger prize. A prize that I've already held once and will hold again, whether you all like it or not. So when Games of the
You're not
Galaxy
going to,
come,
though.
I mean, let's look at your track record. I mean, where's your world title? You claim that you beat myself and you claim that you beat Barmore, but where's your world title? I rest my case.
I would have had a world title had Joe Blade not put me through a table, Breon. I would have had that opportunity.
I'm gonna say that sounds like a personal problem between you and him.
That sounds like excuses, sir.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this again. Hold on. You said you were the greatest cruiserweight this company's ever seen, right? You said that a long time ago. Dropping weight should not be a problem for you, pal. That should not be an issue for you. We've all done it.
Actually, no.
You're making the excuse.
No.
You just weren't good enough.
You just weren't good enough. What you don't understand, because you don't know what my weight was. See, at the time, my weight was at around 215. I had to drop down 10 pounds. With that, I didn't really care about the tournament because what was that going to do me? What notch was that going to add on to my belt? What was that going to add on to my decorated history? I've already held the cruiserweight title. I've held every single title. I am the true Grand Slam champion, the true one. Whether you want to say Grand Slam has been, but still is relevant. When's the last time I got powerbombed through a table?
You haven't been relevant in.
Oh, look!
I don't think you understand this. You haven't been relevant in upward of a year.
I've been very consistent. I've been in very high profile matches. I'm sorry that I don't do Fridays and I don't have time to watch what you do. Because I have things to do on a Friday.
Damn. So, a shame. If you had watched Fridays, you probably would have won.
Oh, if I had watched Fridays, I would have had a good thing to watch when I went to sleep. So, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I have so much respect for the likes of Preppy and even Richie Rich. I like you. I like your style. You are truly a black diamond, and I see a lot of potential for you, and I see that your time will come, just not at my expense. Maybe at his expense, but not at mine. Maybe at somebody else's expense, but not at mine. I've been held back from the world title for way too long. I have always put my name in the hat for the world title, but yet and still, they're putting other people in my place. No longer. With that briefcase, that means I take my shot when I want to and when I feel like it. So, whether you like it or not, Josh, just shut the fuck up. And I bid you all adieu. I'll see you Saturday. Actually, I'll see you on Friday. I'm excited about Friday. I know you are, Lions, but I'm excited about Friday.
I'm right.
I mean, my best friend. But anyway, that's beside the point. Beside the point. Let's go on to the next person. I've said all I needed to say. Even though I was rudely interrupted.
Brett Curtis, the last entry of Games of the Galaxy. The entry from Perk Angle. Brett Curtis, are you ready for Games of the Galaxy?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm ready. I'm just playing with you. I'm just pulling your leg. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I'm pretty ready. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I was drinking some milk.
Why is that?
Why? Because it keeps your bones healthy. What? That's a
There
dumb
you go.
question. But yeah, I'm pretty ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. Yeah, it's pretty easy, pretty yeah. Hold on, let me think. Let me think real quick. I don't want to come here acting a fool. Okay, I think I'm ready now, Alliance. All right, ask me a question.
Well, you heard what the others had to say in this Games of the Galaxy ladder match. What do you got to say to them?
I I'll be honest with you, man. I don't think they win. Like they not bad, you know what I'm saying? Well, some of them are. Who we got on here? Richie Rich. I think he's just too. He may have hurt a little bit. He's a little too new for this scene. He can't jump in the main event scene just quite yet. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta climb the ladder. You gotta pay your dues, kid. All right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Lines? You understand what I'm saying? How long have you been here?
Of course, man. Of course. You got to pay those dues, pay those bills, break those necks, cash those checks.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it. Brian, I feel like he's too stuck in the past. This man always talks about his former world title runs, for two-time Grand Slam. That's great and all. But when you're stuck in the past, you can't see the future. Ooh, that's a bar. Ooh. Sorry. I had to pat myself on the back. Good Lord. I'll be spending some time.
Thank you for that extra Grand Slam. It was only one, but thank you for predicting the future.
Sorry. My bad.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
Love your work. Continue. Sorry.
Thank you, man. I'm a little bit silly. I'm a little bit on the Zaza. No, I'm not. Don't do drugs, kids. Sorry, I'm having a blast. Who else do we have in here? Jerry Barber. That dude's cool. Yeah, I guess. What is he called? The workhorse. What is he in a team called? The hard horses, something like that. I don't know. Something a little crazy like that. Who else we have? Oh my god. Who else we have? Preppy, my guy. He my guy. Yeah, we cool. I teamed with him a little bit, so I know what's up with him. You know what I'm saying? He got my respect. Yeah, I didn't respect that he called me a clown. I got a little hurt by that. I'm gonna be honest. I hurt my feelings, but it is. You know, it's a big match coming up. This is a chance to become world champion. So obviously, people won't be a little heated up. People gonna be a little fired up. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I hate to break it to you guys. None of you winning. I hate to break hearts. They call me the Heartbreak Kid. No, they don't. They don't call me the Heartbreak Kid. But I'm going to have to break your hearts. I'm winning, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there's some good decisions to win. Like, Preppy, he'd be pretty cool to win, but he's not winning. I mean, who else is there? Breon, he'd be interested in win, but he's not the best decision. Joshua, he's not the best decision. Jeremy, not the best. The rest, they are not the best. The best is Team Prank Angle, and I'm a member of Team Prank Angle. God damn. I be spitting fire sometimes. Like, you got a fire extinguisher or something?
No, we had to use it earlier because I feel like Fruit's house is still on fire.
Oh, yeah, that did happen, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Games of the Galaxy. Brett Curtis will be there. Or will he?
No,
Out Saturday.
Hold on. Don't cut away from me just yet. That's to all the ladies out there. Hey, Lions.
Hey, what's going on?
That's what's for you.
All right. Well, let's hit the rewind button and talk about the TV Championship match again. We have the challenger Isaiah Mom. Care to weigh in on this TV title match?
Okay, I'm here now. I really never thought I would get here. Back when I was a youngin' back in Ghana, used to watch wrestling with my twin sister, my younger brother, and it was always a dream, It was always a dream to get into the business and do what I do now. And a lot of times my parents told me you couldn't do it before you finish school, but look at me now. I started wrestling at 17. It's crazy. And 2 years later, I'm here and I'm wrestling for the TV championship once again on the biggest stage and possibly call history in 4-count history, I'm sure. But I really thought it would be more exciting because Mr. King Jarek Lawson has really disappointed me in the coming weeks. His path to becoming TV champion disappointed me. He ran away like a coward. He attacked a Psycho G like a coward, which is something that I would never do personally. But what surprises me is that the Jarek that I saw going up the ranks during Legends of the Honor Temple is not the same person I see in front of me. That Jarek back then was a person that pushed me to my limit on COH last year. And it's really disappointing to see him go down this path of cowardice. And WrestleCade, I'm gonna kill him, kick his ass. I mean, he's so arrogant, you know. He wins the TV championship and it all goes to his head. You know, he loses like half of his matches. He lost to Tone White while I beat the Rumble winner. He lost to me in a triple threat match. But I didn't pin him. That's all they say. Oh, you didn't pin him, Mamba. Oh, you didn't pin him. Who fucking cares if I pin him? Huh? Who cares? Who cares if I pin him? Because at WrestleCade I'm gonna pin him, right? At WrestleCade I'm gonna pin him. That's what matters. Rise doesn't matter right now. WrestleCade is the only thing that matters at this moment. Momentum is just, it really doesn't matter no more. And WrestleCade is the biggest stage I've been on since my time in COH, but it doesn't bring me down because I've been on big stages before. This isn't new to me, and I've never really seen nervousness. But a lot of people say, "What if I lose? What if I lose?" But I'm not going to lose. But if I lose, what's next? If that's a big if I lose, I want the world championship. I proved that I can go after the world championship. I beat the Rumble winner. I mean, it's a given that if I do lose, I can go to the next level. But I'm not focusing on losing anymore. No, I heard that Jarek was here tonight. We haven't really talked face to face yet, and it's really just been a tweet off mostly. He's just called me a bitch, and I've called him a bitch. And, there it is.
Are you done?
You
done?
Just talk. Just talk. Just talk. Talk. I want to hear what you want to say. Talk.
Mom, you and I know firsthand that we have a history. Every company we've been in, we faced off at least once. And the win-lose ratio there is higher on my end than it is on yours. I've beaten you day in, day out. I know how you move in that ring. I know how you do things, and I am fully confident in myself for WrestleCade that I will not only beat you, but I will demolish you and burn your dreams to the ground, Mr. Big Perk.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, you know me. We've gone back and forth for the last 2 to 3 years at this point. You beat me more. But
I have. Yes.
But if you want to go, of course, to our one COH match that we've had one-on-one. Remember that? That was back when you were. That was before Kazoshi. That was right before Kazoshi. Yeah, that's what it was. You want to know who won that? Big Perk. I won that. I did. I did win. I did beat you. It was a hard fight, but I did beat you. You know, you want to talk about other companies we've been in? Heck, you can talk about R Pro. Heck, you can talk about anything, to be honest. But in COH, you haven't beaten me yet. You know,
that's the thing, Mamba, though. You really don't win when it matters. You haven't won when it matters. You know what? I may have a spotty record here, but I've won when it matters most. I may run away. You may call me a coward, but I am an opportunist. I don't want to get hurt before big matches, so therefore I will take myself out of the equation if need be. So that's why when I was facing G, I took the opportunity to put myself in the line of fire just to get myself out of said line of fire because, frankly, like, I just don't think I deserve to get hurt. And he threatened me. He made sure I knew that he was gonna kill me, whatever. And look what happened. Look where I'm at now. Look where I'm at now. It's you and me, not you and G, you and me. And you're going to be facing off against the King Lawson, Mamba. I hope you know what that means. I am going to bring my all against you at WrestleCade. I will prove to each and every person in that audience and all those wenches in the backstage area that I am no paper champion because I'm going to beat this star child in you, Mamba. I'm going to beat the living crap out of you, Jay, Mamba, and Isa Mamba. And it's going to be glorious. It's going to be a royal celebration. And everyone's going to bear witness to it.
All right. For an opportunity, I mean, I get you. I can respect it. But being an opportunist and to me being a coward are two very different things. Being an opportunist is what you did against G at Rumble. Yeah, Rumble. What you did against G in the Rumble, I can respect. What you did before the Rumble is what I don't respect. I don't respect running around and attacking when the time is right. I don't respect that.
And you don't have to. You don't have to respect it, but my actions showed results. You may not see it as a practical thing, but I won the TV title. Regardless of what happened beforehand and what is going to happen after, I beat G, and I'm going to beat you.
Mm-hmm. I wish you good luck. But I've never been as determined as I am now. Back at Endgame, I lost my first TV title opportunity. That was one of the worst moments in my career, and I thought that was my moment. But looking back at now, like I was barely ready back then, and that was like months. That was like almost half a year ago now. I mean, now I've trained more in the MO dojo. I've trained more with Brooks. I've trained more everywhere. I mean, I've been around the world now. I've gone back home. I've come back here, and now I have to wrestle in front of these revolting people in Canada, and it doesn't matter.
I can't agree with you on that. Canadians are pretty revolting.
Yeah, fuck them. But yeah.
Whoa.
Lions, shut up. We all know Canadians are a waste of space, alright? The only good Canadian that I know of is named Jordan Brooks. Everyone else is pretty much a waste of space to me. And Richie Rose said himself, he's not a Canadian. He's an ammo wrestler. He is from the depths of the ammo dojo, alright? Fuck Canada. I ain't trying to wrestle there. We could go to Ghana, right? Like, let's go to Ghana instead, right? Let's unbook 2 days beforehand. We can get a refund and everything, and I can go call up one of my friends, and we can go make a ring there. Let's go to Ghana.
All right. Enough before there's a riot. Come on. Enough of this Canadian hate.
Canadians, fight me.
Well, good luck, both champion and challenger, the king of the show. You want to?
One more thing. Because I know Mr. Two Twisted Merch is listening to me right now. I just want to say, you're going to get knocked out of WrestleCade. Goodbye.
Don't listen to him, guys. He's a jokester. It's all fun and games. That's going to be one hell of a TV title champion matchup on schedule. It is Dave Henderson and Hunter Quinn, the champion. So let's talk to the challenger first. Dave Henderson, it's your match, your moves, your call, no submissions. So it's definitely under your strategy.
Yes, sir. And for my strategy, it's going to be real nice to win that belt. And I've been doing a lot of training, been going to the Ammo Dojo, sitting there, watching Minoru Suzuki matches. Am I going to fight like him? No. But they're good matches. And shout out Ammo for the free Wi-Fi.
That's
but
right.
in all seriousness, yeah, it's gonna be real nice to leave WrestleCade with the heavyweight title. First time I've held that belt in what's it been, 5 years now?
Your first year, I do
close.
believe. It was like your debut. Yeah.
Debut to become number one contender. Nobody's doing it like I'm doing it. But yeah, shout
Then
out
you
Ammo.
beat Swift, I think.
Listen, I beat Swift and Crazy J, and then we won't talk about the one-on-one match between me and Swift.
Yeah.
That never happened. We'll scrap that one from the history books,
Now, is there anything that you're trying to avoid in this match, Hunter Quinn? He does a little bit of mind game.
Yes. So, my biggest thing I'm going to prevent during this match is the only thing that he can do to win, and that is to pin me. Also, I would pray that he does not stick my hand in his mouth. He has a thing for suckling on fingers, and I do not appreciate it.
Well, that's right. Let's hear from the champion, Hunter Quinn. Hunter Quinn, you heard the challenger. What are your thoughts?
Now, Dave, I'm sure you know that me as world champion, I have pretty much been close to unstoppable. You may have been the only man to defeat me ever since winning this championship, the other being Enigma Soul, which I hope he wins his match, to be honest. Well, with Enigma's match, he beat me clean. Did you do that? No. You had your boy Carl Blackwell out there with you. He got the good old stretching on me, and you took advantage of that. Now, I don't know if you'll have Carl Blackwell out there with you this time around, since he has Jordan Brooks to deal with. But whatever may happen, it will all end with me walking out as a world champion. This is my first WrestleCade, and I'm walking out as a champion. How many people have said that they've done that? I mean, hell, last Saturday...
I would say that it's so far been 8 WrestleCades worth that they've been able to say they've done that.
As I was saying, last Saturday, I got to celebrate my 1 year of being on this roster. And in 1 year, I have won the Tag Team Championships with CG, won the Platonic Tournament where we had talent from both Armbound and AMO, which you were in, and I defeated you in that. I became a world champion. I did it again on the first episode of our Overdrive and became the first ever Overdrive world champion. All in 1 fucking year. I don't recall anyone who has done that, who has had this much success in only 1 year and is on the top of the food chain like I am. And I will stay on the top of the damn food chain as I kick your ass, knock your ass out, and walk out as the Overdrive World Champion.
How about no? How about I leave with the
Oh my.
belt once I pin you? That sounds like a better idea. I think all the fans want it. I think the company wants it. I know I sure as hell want it. You see, I think all my little messing around and, fucking about might have you a bit, underestimating me. You see, you're so confident about in this tournament how you managed to beat me, which you did, yeah, congratulations. But I think you're, like, underestimating, my fortitude and my willpower. You see, yeah, sure, I've, didn't do too well in that tournament. But when my head's in the game, I get what I want. And going into WrestleCade, I plan on getting what I want, which is that title. And then I'm going to celebrate with all of the Ammo Dojo boys.
There you have it. The Overdrive World Championship will be defended at WrestleCade 9. Tune in tomorrow before Cade. But let's talk to Isaiah Mamba. You said you had a message for the match. You have something to say?
Yes. Hello. You guys heard me just a few seconds ago, but I am here to be the spokesperson for the only Canadian that matters, the best Canadian in the world, Girthquake himself, Jordan Brooks. See, Jordan Brooks has gone back and forth on Twitter with future Hall of Famer Isabella Ventura. Yes. And recently, Carter Blackwell, one of the most decorated superstars in COH history, has decided to defend Ventura's behavior. So they will be having a match at WrestleCade, which is being called a Tentacle Masterclass. See, I wanted to come on here because I feel like Isabella Ventura is one of the best uprising stars ever. I can't deny that at all. And I never will deny it. I give all the credit to her. But she's one of the most disrespectful people I've ever met. I see who is disrespecting Brooks. She bullies me for being a child. Like, I don't know how that's defendable. I mean, Brooks has his own views. I have mine. Brooks doesn't see Ventura as a good first ballot Hall of Famer. And I respect his opinion. That's his opinion.
Even though it's wrong.
You know, it may be wrong, but it's his opinion, okay? I won't shut down his opinion, okay? But I'm gonna talk more about the match than the person right now. Jordan Brooks and Carter Blackwell have history. I'm pretty sure they were finalists of Bound for Honor like 2 years ago or last year. I can't really remember. I'm sorry, but yeah, they were finalists, I think. And Carter Blackwell won. That's what happened. He won the COH World Championship. He defended the COH World Championship and Bound for Honor, which is like one of the hardest things to do, like ever. I don't think I could do that. I mean, but both of them have been pivotal parts of both brands, of course. Jordan being COH World Champion for a time, being the winner of Bound for Honor this year, and a few other accolades, and Carter Blackwell being pretty sure the longest reigning Honor Bound now Overdrive World Champion of all time. And this is a huge match. This is a rematch. This is huge. This is like prime Jordan Brooks. This is prime Jordan Brooks versus prime Carter Blackwell. Do you understand like how good this is gonna be? Like it's like be like prime Edge versus prime AJ Styles without Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. It's crazy. Like when you think about it, this is definitely match of the night. Personally, I think this is a match of the night. Like I'm a sucker for technical wrestling. This is going to be match of the night. As before, I think I'm gonna win. I feel like I want Jordan to win because fuck Isabella Ventura. But I have a feeling there is a high chance of shenanigans because, well, we're not going to be able to have backup because I'm already going to have my match, and Brett's probably going to already have his match, and Cruz for Fan Prestige is to steal. So Brooks doesn't have backup, but you know who does have backup? Carter Blackwell, because Ventura's going to be at ringside, and I sense shenanigans. I sense shenanigans. I sense another instance of Legends of the Honor Temple where Isabella Ventura flung someone on top of the head of care when the ref is looking. I sense that Carter Buck was going to win off shenanigans. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling, a huge feeling. But that's supposed to because it's going to be like one of the best matches ever. Like you guys are going to come out of it being like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's like. I'm like, whatever match is next, you're gonna top that, huh? Like, what are you supposed to do? World title match? How are you gonna top that, huh? How are you gonna top it? I mean, like, it's just win or lose, it's gonna be a good match. But to the implications of it, I just wanted to say that Isabella Ventura's a bitch, and very disrespectful to myself and to Jordan Brooks and to Brett Curtis as well, and to Crew. She's disrespectful to all of us. You know, Carter isn't here either, so I'll let one of Cutthroat Inc.'s members be a spokesperson for himself. It could be Dave, it could be Richie. Either one. Richie isn't here. Dave, you want to talk? You want to talk about your best friend, Carter Blackwell?
What's up? We beat up Carter?
No. Hi, Dave.
Hello, Brett. Hello. Brett Curtis.
Hello.
How are you? I'm glad it's the two Perk Angle members that don't hate me. How we doing, boys?
I mean, I just wanted to see if you had any like final messages in the terms of Mr. Carter Blackwell.
Shooting lines. I got my killers behind me.
I know that this match is going to be one of the matches of the night.
I agree.
What's up?
Come on, Dave. You in a game?
This is going to be one of the best matches of the night. You know, they're hyping it up as a technical masterpiece. I think it will be.
My shooters behind me, Lions.
We've got Mr. Girthquake himself, Jordan Brooks, going on against Cutthroats and Car. Big up them boys.
Australia strong.
I got my shooters behind me, Lions. You already know.
Should have went to Australia.
What did you say? hey, I agree. Carter Blackwell, Jordan Brooks, match of the year candidate, WrestleCade. Yep.
Match of the century. Match of the decade. Match of the decade.
You better, because I got my shooters behind me.
But man, oh man, I am definitely excited for the APH, Tone White. Let's talk to APH about what happened tonight. APH.
Ooh. Hey, Lions. No hard feelings,
So,
right?
tonight's contract signing, man. Care to weigh in on that?
Yeah. It's been a while since I've been here. It's kind of nice to get out of the gym for once in a while. You know, I heard everything that Tone said when I signed that contract, and it kind of made me smile a bit. He says that I'm not ready. He keeps mentioning that. He told me that when the time comes and the match is over and the lights are off, that he's going to look at me backstage, pat me on my back and say, "Next time, kid." No. See, Tone, you don't understand. There is not going to be a next time, right? All right? If I remember correctly, you said it yourself. When this show had a series premiere, when COH Rise first came on the airwaves, you ended the show by saying that if nobody else won Rumble in the Jungle, you wouldn't even attempt to try to face them for the world title. I remember that. That's why I had worked my ass off to get to Rumble in the Jungle, to win the damn thing. Because I know this isn't just a moment at redemption. This is my one and only chance. I'm not squandering this, man. And you know what? Lions, I wasn't going to bring it up, but I have to. Because he keeps mentioning them. He keeps saying all this crap, and he keeps telling me to bring them to the side. All this stuff about my Mets and everything. Tone, you know more than anybody else. Everybody knows I wear the orange and blue on my sleeve. I love those boys. And I take inspiration from them. You see, a couple of weeks ago, there was a game, and there was this pitcher facing off against one of the best hitters on the planet. Don't worry. Don't turn off your TV now. There's a reason for all this. Manager comes out, asks him, what do you want to do? You want to walk him or you want to pitch to him? He pitches to him and he strikes him out. Game over. You know what that means to me? It doesn't matter what the stats are. It doesn't matter what the accolades read. It doesn't matter the name on the back of the jersey or the name on the marquee. The only thing that matters, I'm coming for you. I don't care. I mentioned this a bunch of times. I'll say it 1,002. You are the greatest of all time. The best wrestler on the planet. No doubt about it. You are the marquee. But I don't care. I never cared. I didn't care when I was a young pup fighting you at When Worlds Collide in 2020. When I pushed you to your limit, even though you don't want to admit that. And I don't care tonight. Saturday comes out. Those sirens start blaring out. And I walk out orange and blue wearing proud motherfucker that I am. I'm not going to care about what extravagant look you're going to have. I do not care what type of nickname you're going to bring. I do not care all the accolades and the 12-time world titles and the countless WrestleCade matches that you've had at the main event. You have something I want. I'm not pitching around you. I'm not beating around any bush. I am coming straight for you. I will never get another opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship as long as you hold it, so I am going to take every chance I get to beat the shit out of you and take back what is mine. I had 1 month as the world champion. 1 month. That was a small taste. I want the entire meal. WrestleCade 9, Tone. TikTok. 2 days from now, you're standing face to face with a man who's got nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's the most dangerous person you can ever meet. Be ready. There's no catchphrases anymore. There's no bullshit. There's only my redemption. See you there.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be one great of a world. And Tone White, you heard PH say, care to respond to the challenge?
There's a lot I could say about the attempt at trying to insert some sort of doubt in my brain that he tried. And I appreciate him for trying because that's what kids like him do. They try. And you know what happens when you put a little kid on a bike with training wheels and they fall off, and you keep putting them back on because eventually they'll learn. He's not one of those kids. He's one of the kids that eats crayons and dirt. The best part about APH is knowing that he only had 1 month with this championship when I've had 12 reigns with it. The best part about APH is that as soon as I beat that shit off of his face, maybe he'll finally get some sense in his brain. The good thing, the very good thing about APH is that behind all that fake Harley Davidson riding, failing baseball team wearing chump, is he's just, you peel back all layers, it's like an onion, he's just a man. In fact, he's just a boy in a man's world. And while I appreciate every sentiment that he is sending, and I appreciate what he is trying to do, The best part about it is that he's going to fail, just like countless other people have. And it's not because he's not talented, because he is. He's extremely talented. He's an extremely talented professional wrestler, which is his problem, because he's not an extremely talented sports entertainer. And that is why I have had the longevity that I have and will continue to have. There's so many people nipping at the heels and making sure they want to hitch their wagon to me and say, man, Tone, I want your championship, or Tone, I want this, or Tone, I want that. Well, I want $1 million in zero debt, and one of these things is happening, and it's not going to be you winning the championship. And I feel as if he is coming across as someone who doesn't understand what he is getting into. He had this whole video of him beating people up. And what is that supposed to do? Supposed to make me afraid of him? Am I supposed to be remotely afraid that he is showing me highlights of himself, except not showing the parts where he's failing multiple times, especially at winning what was then the Honor Bound World Championship, and then failing to stay on the roster by losing to someone who is currently in active contract negotiation? What seems to befuddle me more about APH is that all this time and work went into presenting him as this great talent, but he's subpar at best. He can throw a good boot, I guess, but he can't beat Mamba. He can throw a good boot, I guess, but he can only hold a championship for a month. He can throw a good boot, I guess, but then drive a fake Harley Davidson. He can throw a good boot, but he can't get surgery to take that shit off of his face. I'm not afraid of him, and I am not worried about him. I'm looking past him. And the reason I'm looking past him is because I've already been through him. And I'm going to continue to go through every single person that is put in front of me. Because there is no one better than me. No one has been better than me, and no one will be better than me. And when WrestleCade ends, after Ryan Swift hopefully wins his 3 Stages of Steel match, when this show ends, I will still be World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm going to leave you with this, Mr. Lyons and Mr. Perkins Harris. Not this time, kid. Maybe next time.
Oh my. Well, there you have it. The World Championship match is Saturday night, one of the most important WrestleCade title matches in history. And now, we must talk about the main event, 3 Stages of Steel. Let's first talk to Ryan Swift. Going into 3 Stages of Steel, you and Crude reach its bowling point. There's no good guy in this. I don't think there's a bad guy in this. But there will be a guy who survives. Will that guy be you, Ryan Swift?
Well, there was one part of that statement that was completely false. There is a bad guy in this, and a lot of people want to point a lot of fingers at me. Crude can do whatever he wants to do on this earth, and they find it funny, and they say, hey, it's Crude, look at him and the boys! But I do one thing, and I'm seen as evil. I'm seen as the one that went a little bit too far. You know how happy I was before this guy came into this company? The fact that we are in this position drives me insane. That we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be having 3 Stages of Steel right now. Crude shouldn't even be here. I was in such a happier place, but he ruined that. And look what he did. He tormented me for the longest time, and look what it ended up happening. Now Crude is without a home. And it feels amazing. And it's just like I said, you want to come at me and destroy my home, I'm going to do the exact same thing to you, because if there's one thing you don't do, Crude, you don't push me past the line. Ask Lions. I punt-kicked my own stepbrother just to save the family. You don't push me. Nobody pushes me, because if you push me, you are screwed, and you are so screwed on Saturday. You know what, last week was amazing for many reasons. I mean, hey, I have a lot of legal problems right now, but it doesn't matter to me, because all that matters to me right now is Saturday night, 3 stages of steel, and what you made me do. The reason you are without a home right now is because of you. You think I wanted to do that? You think that's a thing I've been wanting to do? No, I didn't want to get driven to that point. I didn't want to do that to you. But you caused this. You have caused every single thing for the past almost 2 years at this point. You have caused everything, every slow burning insult, every single thing you've done to me, to my office, my home, my work, my job, every single thing has come down to this. You thought you just get away with it. You screwed up. You are going to hell. You are going to pay. Everything that you have done to me, I'm gonna make you feel it right back. Cause that pain last week, that was the first time we ever saw Crude in pain. And you know what the screwed up part about it is? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing you in shambles, because behind that hard guy persona you keep putting on for Team Perk Angle is a weak little boy behind that. You take away the laughs, you take away the jokes. What do you have? An absolute pussy of a man. And this is why you will never be a top guy. Because behind that whole persona, you are absolutely nothing. And I've known that from the start. And maybe we're starting to finally see that. Saturday night, we are 100% gonna see that. You will pay, and after I'm done with you, I don't want to see your face around here ever again, because I'm not just going into 3 stages of steel to win the whole damn thing and celebrate with Canada. No. I am not going to be satisfied until you cannot walk, until you cannot feel, until you cannot breathe. And I don't care how hard you try. I'm going to make sure you can't move. Because what you've done to me is coming to bite you right back in the ass. You are so screwed. I'm done.
Wow. Well, Crude, you heard Swift. What's going through your mind before 3 stages of steel?
A weak little boy. That's what he said, right? I want to tell you, Lions and Swift, and everybody here. I want to tell you the story of a weak little boy. You know, when you're a kid, you know, you always get those talks about, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be? And everybody already had it figured out at that point. I want to be a firefighter, and I want to be a policeman. I want to play football. No, it's kind of embarrassing when you have to sit there and you have to say in your head, I really want to be a wrestler, but out loud you just you're a scrawny little kid, and you're scared everybody's gonna laugh at you. So all you can say is, I don't know what I want to be. You try out all these sports. You say, if I can't do wrestling, hey, maybe I'll do what my mom says. Maybe I'll do what my mom says. I'll do rugby. I'll go play some rugby. rugby really isn't it for you, is it? Yeah. I'll try karate classes. Hey, I could do karate maybe. Nope, can't do karate. Hey, you can do track. Hey, you can start running. You can run, can't you? I mean, sure, I can run, but I'm not so fast. I really ain't that fast. I've struggled to talk about passions for a real long time. I'm scared. I'm scared to talk about what I'm passionate about. I might be weak inside. But when I got to COH, hell, not when I got to COH, hell, when I found out I was main events in WrestleCade, when I found out this is it, this is my shot. I am a wrestler. I am what I've dreamed of being for a long, long time. It made me happy. I may have done some bad things, some terrible fucking things, but it made me happy. It made me happy that I got to where I wanted to be. And maybe now, maybe I've found my passion. Maybe I know what my passion finally is. My passion is making Ryan Swift's life a living fucking hell. That was a good story, wasn't it, Lions? Had myself going for a second. Ooh, some tears in my eyes. Ryan Swift. My passion is to destroy you at WrestleCade. To decimate you at WrestleCade. Find every weakness you have and exploit it at WrestleCade. My passion is not to just break your body. Break your mind, body, and soul. Hell, I've already broken your mind, I can tell that. You laugh like a crazy person, I'm gonna be honest. Swift, whatever you think is gonna happen at WrestleCade, whatever you deep down believe in, just know that shit ain't coming true. Know that when we get in that ring, one man will be leaving on their feet. The other will be walking out on a fucking stretcher. Like your little dad Ricky. Remember that? Hell, I'm gonna make a coma look real cozy compared to what I'm gonna do to you, Swift. It's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. What I show everybody. What I show everybody. Your head on a beautiful silver fucking platter. Ryan Swift. This is it for you, buddy. This is it.
It is it. 3 stages of steel. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've reached our point of no return. And the only way to settle this feud is the most barbaric match in our history. Who will walk out last man standing in the most barbaric match in WrestleCade history? My name is Code Lions. Make sure you show up Saturday night, 6 o'clock Eastern, and check out this channel and everything that has to do with social media for the road to WrestleCade continues tomorrow night. Get ready for the most historic WrestleCade of all time in Toronto, Canada, WrestleCade 9, Saturday night, 6 o'clock Eastern. Check your local listings. Good fight, good night. See you next time for the WrestleCade